Good evening, guys. I hope I'm audible. My name is Neha Mishra, and I'll be very soon introducing you to the trainer for today evening, the webinar that's on problem solving, how to reach to opportunity, crossing all the obstacles that come to your way. Till we have our trainer here, she's just logging in and she's just facing a little bit of a technical glitch, but I think that's pretty acceptable in today's time when everything has moved on to online. So, till the time she comes and joins us, I would want you to stay with us and also please keep yourself muted and also your video off at all point in time. This training session is going to be absolutely interactive. So please be with us throughout so that you can ask questions, you can engage yourself in activities, and you can have a productive 1 hour of your committed time. I wish you all the best and just give us another 3 to 4 minutes. We will come back to you. So, like I mentioned, boys and girls, our trainer of today, Ms. Jasneet Kaur Bhalla, is with us. And before you all get together and before I introduce you to her, I would just want you to give us another 3 minutes. Let's wait for 3 more minutes to have rest some of our more participants joined in, and then you'll start hearing from us. This is going to be a 60 minute of a session wherein we would take you through for a certain minutes, and then for last 15 minutes and even during the course of this webinar, you would be interacting with the trainer, Ms. Jasneet Kaur Bhalla, and you would definitely have a very productive session, because I can understand if you are putting in your Saturday evening for a learning session like this, then it must be worth it. So I promise that it will be worth it. So I'll catch you along with our trainer, Ms. Jasneet Kaur Bhalla, in right 3 minutes from now.
Thank you, Neha.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you once again to lockdown lessons that we were calling so far, for all these learning webinars that Epinomi Consulting has been doing in last, I think, more than 45 days that you have been with us. A lot of you have come back as new, have come back because you've attended previous sessions, and a lot of you are new to our webinar series. So for all those people who are a little new to our webinar series, I want to let you know that Epinomi Consulting is into training and development. I am one of the lead behavioral trainers of Epinomi Consulting and also one of the partners. So, and as a company, when the lockdown was announced, we realized that it is time for us to cross boundaries and be with you all and give you productive sessions on various kind of topics. So our last lockdown lessons had been from fitness to mental health to emotional intelligence to leadership and also some of the technical topics. Now, from today onwards, we are introducing our next set of learning lessons, but we are calling them as LFH Series 2, that's Learn from Home Series 2 by Epinomi Consulting. And today is the first session that's into problem solving, how to create opportunities, crossing through the obstacles. So with that, I would like to welcome our trainer for this evening, Ms. Jasneet Kaur Bhalla. She's been into the training field for a long time, and she's also very regular with her webinars and her training presentations at educational institutions, corporate institutions, and behavioral trainings are one of her strength areas. So today, I would like to welcome her, and then I would like to give her the lead so that she can take it forward and you all can get benefited with this session. So Jasneet, over to you. Thank you very much for doing this for us.
Thank you so much, Neha. Thank you so much. And I extend my warm welcome to everyone who are here on a Saturday evening to attend this session on problem solving. So just a request, would anyone like to switch on their video mode and give a quick introduction about themselves if possible? Anyone willing to give a good introduction about themselves? Because I really appreciate if I can see people when I conduct sessions. Anyone willing to do so? Yeah, can I have Vashita? Would you like to give a brief introduction of yourself? Okay, let me assume this is the kind of hesitation that arises first. So let me begin with the session because of the. Okay, Shreyash, could you give a brief introduction? Hi, Shreyash. Shreyash, could you unmute yourself?
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I am good, Shreyansh. So a brief introduction about yourself.
So, ma'am, my name is Shreyans Pandey, and I am currently pursuing PGDM from International Management Institute, Kolkata.
Okay, and that's great. What problems do you face in your real life?
Ma'am, to be honest, by nature, I'm a very straightforward person, and I talk to people. But sometimes what happens is that if I get a negative vibe from somebody,
Hmm.
maybe that's not true.
Okay.
It's just a first impression, and I feel like I don't want to talk to this person. So
Okay.
maybe I'm making a wrong judgment. So how do I help myself? Like, what can I do?
So your problem here is how to make judgments about people when you hear something with what they say about you,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Which is very genuine. Like we do not know how to make up our mind when we hear things. We believe hearsay very easily, right?
Yes,
So yeah, I agree. And I would really appreciate if everyone could have an introduction with me or switch on their video as we carry on with the session. Owing to the time capacity, I'm just beginning with it. Welcome, Miss Parul Bhattacharya ji. Could you give me a brief introduction, ma'am, about yourself? Unmute yourself, ma'am, please.
Yeah, I am a teacher and I am also into many education research type of things. So I too conduct a few sessions and I really want to learn more and more from the people. And I'm really thankful to you that you are conducting this session and to Neha, who is like spearheading this initiative. All the
Okay.
best.
Thank you so much, Parul, ma'am. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here. Okay, on that note, after two introductions, let me carry on with the session. And meanwhile, we'll have a good interaction. It's going to be an interactive session. I would really appreciate that everyone talks as we go on with the session, right? So let me begin. Are we good to go? Could we have a thumbs up if we are
Yes,
good to
ma'am.
go? Okay. Shreyansh, can we have a thumbs up? Yeah, Vanshika Dua is giving me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Shreyansh. Okay, let me share my screen with you guys. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Neha, kindly provide the permission for participant sharing, screen sharing, please.
Yes, absolutely. It's strange that you're not able to share it, but let me just do this. Let me make
Yeah,
you one of the
sure.
co-hosts.
Yeah.
Okay, could you please check it once now?
Yeah, just a sec. Okay, let me begin with it. Fine. I'm able to share the screen. That's good. Okay. Are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
guys? Yeah. So I hope I am able to show you the screen and yeah. So as the session talks about problem solving obstacles to opportunity. Now let's have a look at these two faces: a face which is depressed and a face which is happy, because we are turning our problems, our worries into our wisdom, our struggles into strength. So let's have a quick look at what are the kinds of problems that people face in their lives. So here begins a short video which will give you a clear perspective on what problems are all about. So, okay. I believe everyone saw this video. I think everyone has seen a look at this video. Can you relate with these problems? Are these the kind of problems that we face? Yes or no? If you could show your faces, I would really be very happy, guys. Really, really, it would be the best thing that you could do for me if you could show your faces to me. So, are these the kind of problems that we face? Right? Are these the kind of problems that we face, be it the weight problem, be it the marriage divorce issues, relationship problems, career problems, exam problem, exam pressure, everything, right? So these are the kinds of problems we face in our everyday life. If you have to find out a way to solve these problems, what would it be? Yeah, Sarthak, what would it be if you have to find out a way to solve these problems? Sarthak. Okay, Nidhi can answer maybe. Yeah, fine. Okay, Parul ma'am, you could answer.
Probably for relationship problems, I would say that we need to put ourselves in the other's shoe. So for relationship problem, that is the best method. For career problems, we need to think of alternatives, because in the current changing scenario, it is very difficult to follow just one career path.
Yeah.
So if we stick to one, then it's not possible. So we need to be more and more flexible, and we need to teach the next generation also to be more and more flexible in their approach, so that they are not stuck up with one career option and later they are not able to succeed much in it.
I absolutely agree. So when we're talking about relationship problem, we have to think about others' perspectives. As it is rightly said in the book, How to Influence People and How to Win Friends, that it is easiest to criticize, condemn, or complain. But when you have character, when you have understanding, that makes you a better being somehow, right? So very well articulated, Parul ma'am. Yeah, Shreyansh, what would you like to add to it? Oh, Shreyansh has gone off screen. So the thing here, it mentioned at the end that problems are all about you. If there's one person who can solve your problem, it's you. You are your only problem and you are your only solution, as it is rightly said. Yeah, Shreyansh, what would you like to add to it?
Sorry for before, the network is not good here.
Okay, no problem, Shreyansh. So how can we deal with these problems, all kinds of problems that we face?
Ma'am, what you said was very correct. Like before blaming somebody else or judging somebody else, we should look into ourselves and introspect what we have done.
Yeah, yeah.
So like we can't just go around blaming everybody. Like it must be your fault only. I'm not at fault here.
Correct,
so maybe we should look at all the scenarios possible.
Yeah, yeah. So here it's about our thinking. I have a question for all of you. Please look at the next slide very, very carefully. It's a very, very good question, and I would really appreciate if all of you could answer the same. I would request some kind of cooperation from Shri Rekha, Vanshika, Abhishek, Ashok, Vivo, Divyaraj, and everyone here. If you could show your screens, it would really be a great thing. So guys, what do you see here? What is it? Answer me in chat. If you do not want to speak, please answer me in chat. You can answer me there.
Ma'am, a face, firstly, like what, that's the first thing you see.
Okay, it's a face. Yes, Parul ma'am, what do you see?
Yeah, it's a person who is looking out of a window, but he is little sad because he's contemplating something.
Yeah, so we are having a look at a person who is just sad about something. Monica, what do you see? Monica, Vashita, Ashok, Abhishek. Yeah, we have answers in chat. Yeah. So you could answer in chat. I want everyone. Okay, Abhishek has written 2 views of a person. Then from face, sad face. Okay, everyone, person who is sad. What else? What else are you seeing? Anyone else who would like to answer? Everyone is seeing this. Anything else someone is seeing? Anything else that someone is seeing? Fine, I would take that these are the answers maybe. Okay. So let me show you the next slide and then you again answer that what is it. Guys, now are you able to see something else? Guys, now are you able to see something else? Yeah, what are you able to see now? Yes, Parul ma'am.
Liar. L-I-A-R, liar.
L-I-A-R, liar. So the same
Yes,
picture.
ma'am, liar.
Yeah, from Abhishek has written, Varshita has written, everyone has written liar. So the same picture that we saw earlier, we changed the perspective and then we are seeing this word known as liar. So what is your opinion about it? What is this picture trying to show you? Earlier when it was shown straight, no one told me that liar is written in that picture. But once you saw just the different version of it, you saw OMG, it's liar. So how do you think is related to problem solving?
Ma'am, like we should not create just one impression of a person, like of anything. We should try to see it from a different perspective. Maybe that person is like.
Yeah, Vanshika. Vanshika, please answer.
Yes, ma'am. I was saying that it's all about the perception. Once we start thinking in one way, we generally tend to ignore what can be the possibility.
Yeah.
So, like for the first instance, we saw it. It's a sad face. We never thought any other chances can be just. It's just a word liar. So.
Yeah. So no one had an idea that it's just a word that is liar, and just as changed it, you saw it. OMG, it is liar. So perspective, exactly. So it's all about our perspective. Now let's take this problem of COVID, which is going on right now. Are we all going through this problem of COVID? And COVID is leading to many other problems that we are facing, right? If a person sees it continuously as the worst thing that could happen to him, then doom is nowhere to go. We are going to bound to fall into failures, continuous failures. But if we see it as an opportunity for revival, for growth, for being productive, then perhaps we are seeing the different perspective. We are trying to see the different perspective. Is that okay on this note? I believe I have made my point very clear. Problem solving is all about your flexibility to enhance it, right? Just like a dice shows 6 from one point and 2 from another, but a dice has different perspectives, right? So similarly, you have to have different perspective about whatever the problem is. I have a couple of answers in the chat. Yeah, person asks difference based on situation or perspective changes. Now let me show you the screen and come up to the conclusion of this thing that I was trying to put across all of you. So can anyone read it for me? Anyone? Can all of you read it together, or can anyone read it for me? What has it? What is it?
We do not describe
the world. The world we see. We see the
world we can describe.
we describe.
We do not describe the world we see the world we can describe. So we do not really describe what we see. We see what we can describe. We always think about things from our perspectives, right? So this is a very, very important thing that has to be known, that we see what we want to see, we believe what we want to believe, and no one can stop us from behaving this way. We all have our mental barriers. Do you all agree?
Yes.
If you run 5 kilometers a day, then there is your perception, okay, this much is the stamina that I can have. Is that true or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So we all have this kind of a barrier that whatever I do, it is the only thing I can do, right? I want to ask everyone: is there anyone in this in this classroom who does not have problem? Anyone who is free from problems? Anyone would like to raise their hand, their respective hands, if you are free from problems? No, no one is there who is free from problems. everyone has problems, right? Each and every individual has problems. Which brings me to the next part of the slide, which says, who has problems? You can see so many hands because each and every individual has problems. And is there any way by which we can stop these problems? Is there any way out? Monica, would you like to answer? Is there any way by which we can stop these problems? Monica or Divya Raj?
Hi. So there should be some way where we can get out of problems, but we need to rethink and have a different perspective. So that is why I'm here, because I want to solve many of my problems.
Okay, I understand. So I believe if you want to really to get rid of this problem issue, one thing is you have to accept. You have to accept that problems are an inevitable part of our life. They won't end. We are bound to face problems. Rather, there's a famous quote known as all life is problem solving. There's a very famous quote that all life is problem solving. So if I may ask you that what are the approaches to solve a problem, what would your answer be on that? How can we solve problems?
So basically, I talk to my friends or my mentor and think from their perspective how they would solve such type of problems. I take a break and relax and give some time so that I can rethink and come up with some kind of solutions, maybe.
So you rethink, you give yourself time, you reflect and ponder, introspect, right? So it
Yes.
gives
Ma'am.
a solution. My question to you, Divyaraj, would you like to add something to this?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I read in a book that you imagine the.
Divyaraj, can I see your face, please, if you don't mind?
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much, Divyaraj. Thank you. Can we clap for Divyaraj for actually being heroic enough to show his face? Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So I read in a book that we imagine the worst possible outcome and then we act towards avoiding it. That's how you approach for solving a problem.
Yeah, so we imagine the worst possible outcome, that what may happen, and then work towards it.
Yeah,
But do
then
you think it is important to imagine the worst possible outcome, or can we go step by step by dealing with the bad thing first?
it's
What do you
like
think
if
would be more effective?
I think it depends on the situation. And sometimes if you completely you imagine the complete worst, so maybe if the problem is not that big, you won't even consider it as a problem then. So maybe sometimes considering the worst is not a problem.
Okay, Sarthak, would you like to add something? Sarthak, yeah. Rajani, he's a hi Rajani, how are you? Yeah, okay. Finally, I'm seeing a couple of faces. I will request you to show me your faces finally. Guys, I got your answers. I have a simple question to all of you. Whenever in older times, queens wanted something, right? When they wanted water, or when they wanted some kind of a spa, when they wanted some kind of entertainment, what they used to do? Any idea? What did they used to do? So in older times, in the older generations, what steps did queen follow to get their work done? Anyone would like to answer? Yeah, Rajani, would you like to answer?
ask to the king for it, like.
And
Ask
maybe
to the king for it.
and
Okay, one
order their
answer. Who
servants,
else?
order command to their servants that you do this work, you do that work, like the people who work for the queen.
Okay, so let me show you what they used to do.
They used to ask Dasi.
Dasi. They used to ask Dasi. And they
Yeah.
used to clap, right? Right? They used to clap. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
want all of you to clap for learning the technique of problem solving. Can everyone show me your faces now? It's very important part of this presentation. If you really want to solve your problems, show me your faces and clap together, because the next technique is clapping for problem solving. You will genuinely learn the clapping technique for problem solving. Do you want to learn it?
Yes,
or
ma'am.
no? So everyone
Yes,
show me your faces. Fast. Fast, everyone. Sushmita, Anam, Nidhi. Yeah, very fast. Sakshi, Vashita, Monica, And Bhagyashri, fast, fast. Okay, Sakshi is here, Shri Rekha, Monica. Fast, guys, fast. We have less time. Everyone, clap, clap. Please clap along with me. At least 5 claps. I want to see your hand on the screen, please. Hands near the screen. Yeah. So I think I want to show you this clapping technique and let's see what is problem solving all about. Very, very interesting part of the presentation. The next time you face problems, remember to clap, right? So let me show you. Okay, it is showing approaches to problem solving, right? What approaches can we have for problem solving? And as I told you, it is clap, right? So let's begin. Creative. One way to solve problems is creative. Okay. So, for example, this COVID that is going on, right? This is the problem that we are facing. Now, someone would prefer studying during this time, reading a book, or using their skills to, maybe digital marketing, or maybe some Excel course, some rigorous course, or focusing all their intention in books, right? Someone would plan to learn guitar, to learn cooking, to learn painting, to learn Zumba, to learn how to dance. Is that okay? So when you are working on creative problem solving, it will make you a little more happy because that is something you do for satisfaction, and that is something that secretes really good juices of happiness in your heart, right? So creative problem solving, to find a way to do something that you enjoy. For problem solving, finding a way to do something that you enjoy. For example, if you have suffered a breakup in your life, or if your marriage is not going well, and you want to actually change your perception or shift your mindset to something else, you can have a burger out, you can listen to some songs, you can have a pizza, satisfy your sweet tooth, dance out, sing, or do whatever you want to do. That is the creative way of solving problem. Have I made my point clear? Yeah. Could you show me a thumbs up? Yeah. Thank you so much. Logical. Another way to solve problem is being completely logical about it. Like, people, when they invest into something, or when they are like dealing with very serious problems, they are like, this is the time to save my money, or this is the time to actually think about how I can get it. They start diagrams and all. Has anyone watched Money Heist till now? Money Heist? Did anyone watch Money Heist? This is a famous show. Shreyansh has watched it. Mudrika,
Yes.
Yeah. So the professor, the way he solves the problems, it's entirely logical. He does not do anything foolish. He writes down the steps, charts down the logic on the chart, figures, pens, markers. So that's about solving things logically. For example, when exams are coming, either you can listen to audios or a podcast and solve and understand what are the concepts, or either you can spend an entire night making fact sheets or markers and making diagrams to solve it logically. Is that okay? So one technique is creative, one technique is logical. Analytical. So another technique that we have for problem solving is analytical. When we analyze that what are the positives of the steps and what are the negatives of this step, and if we have if we are taking this decision, for example, we are trying to buy a house. If we are trying to buy a house in an area which is newly formed, would we be able to cut our cost? If we are cutting our cost, can we be sure that the area is not earthquake prone, or the building would survive for a long time? When you analyze each and everything with greater depth and find out the alternatives to it, it is called analytical problem. solving. Anyone can guess what would be from P? What would be from P, the last word?
Practical.
Practical. What else? Anyone else? Could you
Practice.
Proactive.
proactive,
Perspective.
perspective? Okay. everyone
Practice.
Okay. Anything else?
Assistant.
Proactive.
Assistant.
Like trying to solve before the problem actually occurs.
I really appreciate all the answers are too good to go, but in my screen the answer is something else. Let me show you. Who answered? What did you say?
Positive, being
Yeah,
positive.
who said that? Who said that?
Ma'am Vanshika.
Vanshika, bravo. The answer is positive problem solving. So when we come to positive problem solving, we make sure that whatever we are doing, we trust our instinct a lot, that whatever steps we are doing for problem solving, it is going to work out. You know that optimistic behavior that we have? You know the optimistic behavior that in Hindi we say, don't worry, jo hoga, achha hoga. Yes or no? We say these
Yes.
things to people, right? Don't worry, jo hoga, wo achha hi hoga. So these are the things, this positive attitude in doing whatever you are doing and having faith in yourself. This is a part of positive problem solving. Is that okay? So I hope I have taught you the technique, approach to problem solving. What are the various approaches to problem solving? Raise your hands and show me. What is it?
Creative.
Yeah.
Clapping.
So clap. The approaches to problem solving is
Clap.
creative, logical, analytical, and positive. Now, how many would opt for a creative approach? Which approach do you think is the best approach to solve problems?
Positive and creative.
Positive
and creative.
Positive and creative, Rajani. Okay, Parul ma'am, what do you according to you?
I would say positive, because if that is not there, then I think whatever else we do, it might not be positive.
Okay, Sakshi, what would you like to add to it?
and logical. Creative and logical.
Creative and logical, yes. What is it? Okay, fine. I've got a couple of answers. So guys, I would say there is no particular approach that can be used for problem solving. All approaches are acceptable, all approaches are viable. But what matters the most is you are working with commitment to solve the problem. Is that okay? You know that at the end of this COVID or at the end of this time that we are spending, we would come out as a stronger individual. Is that okay? So that faith in yourself will be the boost for any technique that you apply. I hope I've made my point very, very clear. Coming to creative problem solving, what do you understand by creative problem solving?
I'm having unique ideas to solve a problem.
Having unique ideas one by one. Sarthak, are you saying something? Are you saying something, Sarthak? No, okay. So, do you understand the box? Yeah, so have you heard of the phrase thinking out of the box?
Yes, ma'am.
What do we mean by thinking out of the box, Divyaraj?
It's like not thinking through, like most of like getting another approach all over.
So thinking about another approach altogether. Now, for example, if restaurants are facing owing to COVID, they have started with home delivery. The restaurants which were not into this, so it's about home delivery. That's a creative approach. Let's do home delivery. Now,
Practical approach rather, because right now like they can't serve in their hotels, so definitely restaurants, so that is practical approach.
yeah, I would agree. It's also a practical approach. Definitely, it's a practical approach. So let's think of an example who has adopted creativity during this time. Any company do you think has adopted creativity during this time? Anyone?
Bewkoof.com.
How Divyaraj?
And they have started, they paste taglines on t-shirts. They have started masks with taglines.
So mask with
Mask
taglines.
with a cool tagline.
Mask with a cool tagline, or someone coming out with designer mask, right?
Yeah.
Designer mask.
Yeah, many brands have come out with designer mask. So I think that is also a part of creative problem solving, when you are taking leverage of the information outside and occupying the market. So that is also creative problem solving. Now, how many of you believe that we should think outside the box? Raise your hand, please.
Yes.
Okay, Abhishek, Shreyansh, Jasneet, fine. So we think that we should think outside the box. I have a different view here. Let me show you my screen and come to this point. Are you able to see this? Yeah, are you able to see this?
Yes.
It's written burn the box.
Yeah, it's written burn the box.
Box.
Why
Yes.
do you think I want you to burn the box? Why? Why do you think I want you to burn the box?
To think out of the box is to burn the box.
To
my-
think
Yeah.
different, like to think something different, something creative, something out of box.
Okay, so I would like to answer this question. The thing here is, everyone says think outside the box, think outside the box. Where box primarily focuses on the limitations that we have, right? It
Yes.
focuses on the limitations or the constraints that we have, which restricts our thinking. We are not infinite when we are thinking because we have constraints. So my concern here is that why don't you burn the box? Because until and unless that box is there, you know that infinite expanse, the infinite possibilities which you could actually capture, they are being blocked. The view is being blocked till the time box is there. So it's time we burn the box. Reason being, if these limitations continue to exist and this concept continues to follow, we won't be able to grow. If we continuously think about our limitations which are there and we believe that yes, we have to think outside them, which means the limitations are still there. Till the time there are limitations, we would be keeping our thinking finite, right? So it's very important that you burn the box. The times
It's
that,
like
yeah,
it's like coming out of your comfort zone.
it's definitely coming out of your comfort zone and using this brain to the best possibilities which we can have, right? Our brain has can think infinite can have infinite possibilities. If we want, through our thinking we can discover infinite possibilities, but here we have to make sure that there are no limitations to whatever we are thinking, right? Because when we go all in while writing a book or while giving our perspective on things, we should not be worried about what is around us, because till the time we are worried about the environment, that what will happen. Let me talk about a simple example. Vanshika, what are you doing these days? What is your career? What are you doing these days?
Ma'am, I'm currently doing my internship.
Internship with Epinomy?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are doing your internship with Epinomy. Maybe let me assume you're a content development, you are part of the content development team. Now 5 years down the lane, if you want to go and become a singer, let's assume you want to become a singer 5 years down the lane, and 5 years down the lane you decide that yes, I want to sing. Now till the time that limitations would be there, no, you are into content development or you have done economics or you have studied this thing, you won't be able to explore what else Vanshika can do. Is that true or not? Right. So I want you all to burn the boxes that limit you and that actually have a huge impact on what more you could have achieved, right? So constant exploring and discovering is very, very important if you want to actually go ahead in your life. I hope I've made my point clear. So there should be no limitations. You should be limitless, right? Either you can, there are barriers to everyone, guys. There are barriers to each and every individual who is living in this life. Now you can use these barriers to limit yourselves or to exercise your limitless potential, right? So it's your choice, and it has always been your choice. I hope I have made my point clear on this, right? So let's move to the next part of the slide. So after burning the box, we come to the next part, that is, it's not what you know, it's how you think that matters. You need to think creatively. You need to think beyond what is happening in order to be successful while solving a problem. Now let's see the window of opportunity. How can we see what is in each and every obstacle. Problem versus the real problem. Okay, what do you understand by this? Problem versus the real problem. What do you think do we mean by this?
See, right.
Sakshi, yeah, tell me.
Problem in our mind versus the problem in reality.
Absolutely correct, Sakshi. Can we clap for Sakshi once again? Fabulously answered. Problem in our mind versus problem in our reality. Human beings, anyone who would like to add to this? Anyone would like to add? Vanshika, yeah, you're raising your hands or clapping? I don't know. Okay, she's clapping.
The thing is, first we think that yes, like how can we do it? Right now in this situation, COVID-19, like how should we proceed? That problem starts coming in the mind. The real problem is definitely there, that COVID-19, whatever the situation is right now, that is really existing. But we need to think in a positive manner that yes, we can do it. Then only we will be able to proceed further.
So the point here is the outside situation is not in our control. That's true. What's outside is not in our control, but what's inside, that is in our control. Our peace, our level of mental health, our level of the solitude that maybe we want, it is in our hands. It's in our hands, that how do we control it. But what is outside, it's not in our hands. So as Mr. Gohar Gopaldas says that you have a problem and you have a solution, then why worry? You have a problem and you can do something about it, then why worry? And when you have a problem and you cannot do something about it, then why worry? Is it true? Have you heard these lines? I believe you might have heard these. You have a problem and you can do something about it, why worry? Now, if you have a problem, for example, COVID, and you cannot do anything about it, so why worry? Right? So it is this mental shift that we need for problem solving. And that is the key for all the failures that we face and for all the success that might come our way. Next, let me move to the next part of the slide. Are you able to see this called creative process? Right? Are you able to see this? Could you show me a thumbs up if you're able to see this? Yeah, fine, Shreyans, thank you. According to Cole creative process, it says if we are motivated enough, if we have instincts, the willpower, then we will find a reason which is mentally enabled. Cognitive flexibility is all about your mental flexibility, right? For example, I showed you that face earlier, then I showed you the liar. So some of you, none of you, us could see the word liar initially. Because we have our perspective, we believe what we see and we want to see what we can actually describe. So when we have a reason strong enough to deal with our problems, we take a purposeful action, which is a conative action. So conative action is basically which has been taken all by your mind and you have taken it purposefully. So this called creative process is only about highlighting the fact any individual does what he wants to do. If tonight, you want to complete the entire season on Netflix, you will complete it no matter what. And if today you want to attend this session on problem solving, you will attend it no matter what. We do what we want to do. Now, when it comes to problems, if we want to get rid of that problem, we will get and ignore it to the best of our capabilities. And if we want to let that problem affect us and we want to listen to sad songs of Atif Aslam maybe or Arijit Singh maybe, we will do that. Is that true? I hope I have made my point very, very clear on this. So this is us. This is our human nature. So call creative process says if you have the commitment strong enough to deal with the problem, you will definitely deal with it. Okay, so if you have these problems like weight increase or alarm did not rank or traffic, how do you deal with these problems? How do you deal with this problem? Your weight is increasing. What do you do? Have a mug of ice cream or what?
Workout.
work out. If you are late for the office, how do you deal with it?
If you're regularly late up for the office, then it's a problem, I think. But if you do it once or twice, it's not a problem. Like it may have been a mistake.
Yeah,
Then next time, like make it point to reach office on time.
so you will take a step to deal with the
Step,
problem
yeah.
by waking up early, right? If there is a thing, and waking up early would give you less traffic, which is an opportunity to enjoy the road and reach on time. So it's all the mental barrier and not the problem outside. Problem is only possibility to come out as a better individual. So we view the problems like this, right? We view the problem like this. But ideally, problems are basically an opportunity for growth, a chance to overcome the challenges that we face, and to open up our mindset and to boost our creativity. So in every case, guys, Walt Disney received a lot of rejections for being less imaginative, and he is the one who made Disneyland, right? You talk about J.K. Rowling, who was rejected many a times for the books written by her. So Harry Potter came out, right? Everyone, every individual who has achieved success, or you talk about Oprah Winfrey, imagine the amount of rejections she had to receive in her life. So every rejection has been a redirection and led to the transformation of the individual. So I would like to add on a quote here. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was ending, it became a butterfly, right? Just when you see that the world is ending and you hold on to the problems, so it became the thing became a butterfly, right? So you could have I hope make a better idea out of it. So if you want to deal with problem, you have to identify the problem, define what your statement is. You have to reduce weight by how much, by how many months, explore opportunities, eat less, diet, work out, take actions, and look back at your journey. So ideal way is identify, define, explore, action, and look back. Another way of problem solving is root cause analysis, where we again and again break down the problems into small parts and find out why it has occurred at all. So we ask why. If we are facing problems, we continue to ask why, till we come up to the root cause of it. For example, COVID is there. Why? Because people did not take precautions. Why? Because there was less awareness. Why? Because social media is not so active. Why? Because technology has not been adopted so well by the people. So finding the whys and narrowing down the problem. Now let me come to this. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. This has been said by Henry Ford. Had he not got the idea of the scenarios and invented, been innovative in nature or creative in nature, so he would not have come up with such a wonderful solution of automobile industry, of cars, right? So this is the kind of attitude that you need to adopt for problem solving. Albert Einstein rightly says, if I had an hour to solve a problem, you would spend 55 minutes thinking about it and 5 minutes to think about the solution. So it's all about going deep and thinking that is it worth thinking too much about, or shall we skip and enjoy what we have in hand. So we need to see the silver lining always. Every sky has a silver lining. I hope I have made my points very clear on what problem solving is all about, and how can we deal with problems that face us. So I have a question for all of you. Like, if you have a problem, a very serious problem, I don't know, can you think about it in this way, that what would not matter in 5 years? In the coming 5 years, if it is not going to matter, don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it, right? So in life, whatever problems you face, just take this perspective. If it won't matter in coming 5 years, do not spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it. Is that okay? And problems are all about perspectives, right? So they're going to shape you, transform you, and make you a better individual. Now let's take the example of COVID, right? So COVID has come in, but digital transformation has gone up. What people were not doing, now there would be more work from home. Imagine when it was tough going out for your work, then you can again
Then
work from
go
home.
forward.
So it's going to be a breakthrough right away. So whenever there is a problem, we break through the problems and come up with innovative techniques, which is the reason for all these problems. Problems are there to shape you. And that brings me to the end of this session. If you want to have a discussion with me, we are open for discussion right now. Anyone? Sakshi, Divyaraj, Neha, and anyone? And you could give me your feedback for the session as well. If you like it, you could show me a thumbs up, and that would
And
really
it was really good. I really liked it.
I would really believe if I've given you any takeaways. So I do this a little activity with my trainees. If you like it, you can do this. Awesome. I say I want to see these symbols, that if you like the sessions, you can do awesome. And it means that yes, you guys really liked it and you would apply these techniques to problem solving. So was the session awesome or not? How did you like it? Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah. So thank you so much. And I think if these are the things which you can take into account while solving problems, your purpose would be served. Yeah, Namrata. Okay. Okay, Neha, would you like to add something?
I think Jasneet, the session was very helpful, and the best thing is in online sessions, having interaction is one of the most important things. I think that you drove very well. I am on your side. I would like to invite questions if you guys have. If you can't speak or if you can't show your face, you can always put it in the chat box, guys, because we are here with you for another 5 to 7 minutes. So this is all your time. Use it.
Yeah. If you have questions or any feedback for the session, do please let me know. Yeah, anyone? Shreyash, or if you want to share your problems and want to discuss about it, then also it's open for discussion. Anyone here? Okay, I cannot see. Yeah, anyone? Divyaraj or anyone?
I think my video is paused, Jasmeet.
Parul, ma'am?
My video is paused, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, ma'am. Yeah.
Actually, the best part and my takeaway would be burn the box, because this is a completely new statement I heard. And I was really thinking that what is this burn the box? And then I was able to understand that, okay, even if the box is there, then still we cannot see the whole thing, because that box at least is still there. So if we burn the box, we are out of that limitation as well. So this was a really interesting thing. And I'm
It's a very
Yeah, anyone else? Yeah, who was saying thank you so much, ma'am, Parul ma'am, for your feedback and for your takeaway. And thank you so much for it. And Sakshi is asking me a question. Considering worse of a situation sometimes leads to overthinking and more anxiety. So Sakshi, I start from the starting. I said I like Divyaraj raised this point that we should think about the worst possible scenario and then come up with a solution. Now, if you ask me my perspective, I would never think about the worst case scenario. No, I would never think about the worst case scenario. Rather, what I do when I have to solve my problems, I believe everyone has problems. Rather, my perspective goes this way: is it going to matter in the coming 5 years? Is it going to matter in the coming 5 years? 99% of the time, the answer is no. 99% of the time, the answer is no. So in that
exactly
case,
what I was going to say, that I really like this analysis. Like if it's going to affect you in 5 years, then only think about it, or else don't. That was a really good analysis.
I leave it. I actually leave it. I have been through a lot of problems, be it career issues, be it fights with someone or relationship problems. Everyone has these kinds of problems. So the point here is only that if it is not going to matter in 5 years, then why should I spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it? Just when I do this, when I ask myself this, I have ice cream and my problems get solved. Yeah, so ice cream is a good solution. Yeah.
I think I'll just like to add a point here, just adding to that, mindfulness is a most important thing. I'm sure a lot of you would take away a lot of points from this session, but being mindful about some of your key learnings and applying them when you actually need to is where your own intelligence and your own smartness will come and play.
Correct. Absolutely said. Anyone else who has a question? Sometimes it doesn't matter after 5 years, but maybe after 10 years, what to do then? Sakshi has serious questions. Sakshi, my concern here is that whatever problems you face, right? Like you said, that at times it won't affect you in 5 years, but that memory of whatever has happened may come back to you, and you know that, right? In this case, it's only about adapting. Adapting that, okay, this is here to stay, and B, adopting. You have to adopt techniques to not get that memory flashbacks back to you. Is that okay?
But it's easy to say but difficult to implement. That is also one point. Like definitely we are trying to keep ourselves positive that everything is going to be okay, like this is new normal, you need to adapt it. But it's quite difficult to adapt. It's not that, like working from home, definitely that environment, office environment, everything, like you can't step out. So it's very easy to say like, this is new in and you need to adapt it, but it's not that easy.
Yeah, I agree, Ms. Rajani, that it's not really easy to adapt to this thing, that's saying this is normal and all, everything.
Yeah.
I would say here that everything right now is gray. Everything around is gray. There are less people outside. People not going for movies, for gym. Something that was our life, right? But imagine the grit of the people that they're still trying to dance at home, cook at home, preparing the dalgona coffee, or playing Ludo, or making TikTok videos, right? So I think if there is one thing that they're trying to do is maintain that love and hope and positivity. Because if that also would not be there, we are bound to fall into severe depression. And that's the last thing that we would want for anyone. If we are trying to put screenshots of these things, Ludo, or anything that we are going through right now, remote working you talk about. I did this program on work-life balance for senior leadership women. So they were like, Jasneet, it has become very tough for us. One way we have laptop, one way we have household, one way we have babies, and we are not getting a break. This mental strength is becoming weak altogether. So I told
them, the same thing is happening. Like every time you are occupied with both the things. When you are in office, then you are fully like occupied in the office work. But when you are working at home, that home course and that office work. So you maybe people are not able to perform in that manner.
Yeah, and there is a burnout that is happening. I agree. In this case, I would like to add on to this, Ms. Rajani, that the thing is, at times we will not be okay. We won't be okay. It's not that we can be positive every bit of our time, right?
Yeah, there is going to be breakdown. There is going to be negative feeling and everything. Yeah, it's going to come.
Yeah, it's going to come. And in this case, I will say that it's okay to not be okay, and cry if you have to. It's okay. Crying is okay. Venting out your feelings is okay. Talking to a friend is okay. We are just trying to strike a chord with absolutely new, which is something new. But just have a belief that 20 years down the lane or 10 years down the lane, we would be actually narrating the stories of these incidents. You know what? We have suffered this in 2020, and we know that what it takes to stay at home. So that would be our thing. I think God has given us this time to maybe spend with our family, or to slow us down by his stick, right? Otherwise, we were not into this habit of slowing down. We had work, we had priorities, and everything had taken a backseat. Family, vacations, everything had a backseat because our work was our priority. Now, if it is the God's decision to actually pause and sit in home, I think he's doing something for us, right? So there is a famous saying in Hindi that they say, जब चीजें आपके हिसाब से नहीं चलती, तो जब चीजें भगवान के हिसाब से चल रही हैं, and जब चीजें भगवान के हिसाब से चल रही हैं, तो शायद कुछ अच्छा ही होने वाला है, right? So I know things are not going our way, but the things are going his way, and I think it would be good for everyone at the end of the day after some time, if that's what I can say at the end.
I think also at the same time, right, it is a lot about practice. It is a lot about perseverance, having resilience in place so that, these things are difficult to
And Neha,
accept
I
they
would
are
like to
difficult.
add to this. It's apart from resilience, there is a new term known as emotional resilience. You
Right.
need to be emotionally resilient because we may say that we are strong, we are tough, but emotions. We are
Yeah,
emotional beings and we are social beings. So we break
absolutely.
down. We do break down. We are vulnerable, and our vulnerability is something that sets us apart, right? We are vulnerable.
Absolutely.
So emotionally
Absolutely.
resilient we need to be, and we have to survive this if we want. We have to survive this. I mean, that's the only thing.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you very much, Jasneet, for your time.